Hey you guys, you're watching The Alley Show, and today I'm so excited to have Nick Anthony here.
What's up? How are you? How's everybody doing?
Nick is a multi-talented super producer, singer, and rap artist. So Nick, can you tell us about your background, where you're from?
Yeah, well, I was born and raised in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida.
Palm Beach?
27 years old, I came from a pretty decent family. I had a mother and a father for the majority of my childhood. I grew up in the church, so I was like a church
On the
boy.
choir?
Yeah,
I knew it because I could hear it in your voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was in chorus all throughout high school and stuff. Middle school, I was in, in elementary school I was in chorus, the choir programs, and then when I got to middle school, which was Middle School of the Arts. Represent West Palm Beach, 568.
568 in your face. Yeah.
Went to Middle School of the Arts. Didn't go to Dreyfus High School of the Arts. I ended up going to Gardens High School. Yeah, I grew up around there. Didn't really travel much. Didn't really go out. Didn't have a lot of friends. I just kind of sang, and that was it. I just knew I could sing really well and write songs. So I guess I started writing songs probably about middle school. I played 5 instruments. I played guitar, piano, drums, ukulele, and bass.
You said ukulele?
Ukulele.
How'd you get into that?
After I learned guitar, I was like, yo.
Oh, yeah, just kind of.
Why do all these little white girls get to play ukulele? I want to play ukulele. So I did that.
I love that. So you can make a whole song literally by yourself.
I have, yeah. I have a song called Pancakes that'll be coming out pretty soon.
What pancakes? Okay, so is it about actual pancakes?
No, it's about eating breakfast.
I'm kind of afraid that I even asked that question.
It's about eating breakfast. It's about eating some nice breakfast after you have a nice encounter.
Okay, see that was very politically correct. I like that. A lot of artists who are very talented, like yourself, have a similar story. You're in your room for a lot of the time. You're really working on your art, and then you just have this moment where you just decide that, okay, I need to do this for real. So when did that happen for you?
3.5, 4 years ago.
Okay.
I was living on the west coast of Florida. I had my own little apartment. It was right on the beach.
Oh.
And so I was kind of finding myself. I was going through a time period. I had a girl come live with me, which was a dumb idea. And we had just met, and things didn't go well.
You live and you learn, right?
You live and you learn. So I dropped the girlfriend and I got a dog. Which,
Good decision.
Is Bruno around here? Maybe
Bruno.
There's Bruno right now.
It's Bruno.
This is Bruno, everyone. Here, can you stand up for a second?
Look at Bruno.
Say hi to the camera.
Follow him right now.
Follow Bruno.
This dog is legit. His mixtape is coming out in 2 months.
It's gonna be that hot fire.
Yes.
So I dropped the girl, then I got a dog. So after my little self journey, I realized I really needed to put the grind on because none of my 9-to-5 jobs have been cutting it my whole life. And I was working 3 or 4 jobs at once over there just to keep myself afloat and keep the apartment and food in my stomach and my dog's stomach. And there were weeks where I didn't eat just so he could eat.
Aww,
so
you're such all the ladies are like, oh,
my boy Bruno.
So what songs do you currently have out now that everyone could go listen to? Because y'all, I already heard them. Lit.
So thank you. I have a project that I dropped on SoundCloud, which is called Awakening. It's called Nick Anthony Awakening, and that's available. It'll be available to stream everywhere soon, on iTunes and Spotify and Apple Music, Amazon Music, all that stuff. That's consistent, basically, of the stuff that I went through the past 1.5 years to get to where I am now.
Okay.
Because I currently live in Port St. Lucie, Florida, with my team, and our name is Prism Syndicate, and we are going to be traveling soon. So don't let anything ever stop you. If you think that you can't do anything by making music in your room, or you need to travel to a certain place you don't have to do that shit. Just use what you have, put your mind to the test and get it done, because ultimately, you can manifest anything with your brain.
Amazing.
And our minds are powerful tools,
It's very true. And I've been preaching that on my social medias, and I had an interview with a magazine, and I was talking about that because people want to know, why did I move back from LA? And I kind of realized that you know, you don't have to be in LA to have your dreams come true. You can live in Port St. Lucie, Florida. You guys, that's about 2.5 hours from Miami.
Yeah.
Everyone knows where Miami is, but these guys, Nick is making like the most amazing music. It sounds like he already has a deal, and now has the opportunity to work with different people in different locations because of his hustle here.
Prism.
Wait, I gotta do it. Prism.
There's 2 7s right here, and then on my knees I have a 23 and a 5. So just
what does that mean?
It's representation with numerology for our team.
Okay.
Like those numbers pop up a lot. So if you know anything about the flower of life, I know some people will, some people won't.
I don't. I'm sorry.
If you don't, it's
look
okay.
it
It's all good. Look into it. Absolutely. But other music I have out. I have my debut music video out. It's called 1 2 3 4.
Yes.
It's on YouTube now, and the song is available everywhere on iTunes, all streaming platforms.
So I really love that song because first of all, you're rapping and you're actually really good at it. You're rapping and then you start singing, and I love it. But you're talking about popping pills to make it through the day, and that can hit close to home for a lot of different people. But it's such like a real song, and it's good. So can you tell me, have you ever had an issue with pills or no?
I personally have not. I actually wrote the song about my father's addiction to pills.
Okay.
So I kind of like put myself in his shoes and his perspective of kind of like what his mind was going through in that instance. So like if you look at the room and whatnot, or the music videos, see the hotel room, like the door is left open for a reason. Because a lot of times when addicts, you know, when they're on a substance or they're constantly abusing something, it's like they leave the door open because they want people to find them and talk to them, but then they don't actually want to handle their problems. You know, so they want people to come ask them, but then they're never willing to go any further. And then, you know, around the room is scattered like a bunch of different pill bottles and like a child's backpack, and there's a bunch of furniture knocked over and whatnot to represent kind of like the mess that his mind was going through.
Yeah.
And so like there's a kid's backpack to represent that, like while he was off, you know, doing whatever while I was growing up as a kid, I was still in the back of his mind, but it's just that whatever he was going through was stronger and he couldn't overcome that at that time. Don't do pills.
Don't do pills, but
smoke weed. That's it.
That, you know, you can tell a true artist when they're able to write a story like that, and the music sounds good, and the video is there to tell a story as well. Yeah. You guys, next, he's nice, and he's on my show first.
Show.
So you have a song called Cycles.
Yes.
Which is also dope.
Cycles just came out. We just hit 35,000 plays on SoundCloud.
Yes.
So that's really cool. It's exciting. But that's with my friend Sofa Sound. You can follow him on Instagram at official Sofa Sound, and find his SoundCloud. But we just released a song called Cycles, and it's all about kind of like connectivity of our universe, and you know what you put out, you get back. Everything goes in a circle. You know, it's all a cycle.
Yes.
And that song's rising pretty fast. We are having it sponsored or debuted on this Play It Louder. They're like a smaller label. They promote music and whatnot, and they have this thing called Play It Louder mixtape volume or whatever.
Okay.
And they're releasing a 6th volume, and they want to feature the song and do a promotion. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's fun.
That's awesome. Okay, now we've gotten to the part of the show called the Alley Tally. Okay. Would you rather? And you have to answer the questions within 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Can you do it? Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, and time starts now. Chicken or steak?
Steak.
Palm Beach or St. Lucie?
Palm Beach.
Rock or country?
Rock.
Gibson or Fender guitar?
Oh, Gibson.
Yeah, that's my last name. Bros or hoes?
Bros.
Coffee or tea?
Tea. Used to be coffee, but now it's tea.
Night or day?
Day.
$10 million or true love?
True love.
Morning person or night person?
I'm both.
Okay.
Both.
30 seconds. You're both. So you just stay up 24 hours and just make amazing music.
Yeah, if I need to.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on this show. I will be reposting the Pancake song. Follow Nick Anthony. I'll put his information. Amazing music, and keep an eye out on him. I endorse him, and that's rare for me. Yes, work. Thank you so much. Hugs. See you later, guys. Bye. Almost lost my family, but now I'm on track. He said that everything was different from the old days. If I follow his instructions, I'll be okay. But I couldn't.